viewers, my name is Chidiogo Asuke and this is Ogama TV right here at the International Conference Center, ENUGU, Nigeria for the official declaration of Governor Dr. Peter Ndubisi Mbah as the winner of the just concluded primary elections and the governorship candidate of the All Progressive Congress ENUGU State Chapter. Stay tuned to us as we bring to you the rest of the activities for the event.
Thank you.
The atmosphere in Enugu State was charged with excitement and celebration on Friday as the All Progressive Congress APC officially declared Governor Peter Ndubisi Mbah the winner of the party's governorship primary elections ahead of the 2027 general elections at the International Conference Center, Enugu. The well-attended event drew party faithfuls, members of the State House of Assembly, party stakeholders, and electoral observers from the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), all of whom gathered to witness the formal declaration of the party's flag bearer. The exercise commenced with an opening prayer led by Cecilia Ezilo, a former Deputy Governor of Enugu State, setting a solemn tone for what later transformed into a carnival-like celebration of party unity and internal democracy.
And we thank you for all the success you've given us. And we pray as we are starting this event, be with us, guide us, direct us, so that by the end of the day, all glory, praises, adoration will be yours and yours alone. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
Returning officers from the 17 local government areas of the state took turns announcing results from their respective councils, including the executive chairman of Ogu local government area, Honorable Uchenna Joseph Okolo.
Returning officer on the primary election held yesterday in the Kano East, Dr. Peter Ndubisi Mbah scored total vote of 42,225.
Thank you. All protocols duly observed. Yes, Honorable Uchenna Joseph from our local government. I am the returning officer of yesterday's primary election for governorship. So our dear Governor, Dr. Peter Ndubisi Mbah, pulled a total vote of 17,239.
Good afternoon. My name is Mbah the returning officer for the governorship primary election 2026 from issues of local government area. The result of the primary election held on 21st May 2026, Peter Ndubisi Mbah, the candidate of APC, scored 13,168. Thank you.
As the returning officer of Udenu local government area in the governorship primary election 2026, I hereby announce that the only aspirant, Dr. Peter Ndubisi Mbah, scored a total vote of 15,697 votes, and so that he is here declared the winner in the day. Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Barrister Joseph ENUGU, the returning officer for Ozu and the government area. I was the returning officer for the governorship primaries held yesterday, 21st May 2026. His Excellency Dr. Peter Ndubisi Mbah scored the total vote of 18,572.
Good morning. My name is Dr. Mbah, and I served as the returning officer during the Gubernatorial Primaries held yesterday, the 21st of May 2026. And at that election, Dr. Mbah, being the sole candidate that stood in that election, scored a total number of 30,013 votes.
No protocol. My name is Engineer Julius Ago. I am the returning officer for local government, the election of APC Gubernatorial Primaries held on the 21st of May 2026. And the only sole candidate is Excellency Dr. Mbah, who a total of 18,436 votes.
All protocols, my name is Dr. Eric Ogbonna. I serve as the returning officer for Gubernatorial Primary election in ENUGU State held in Igwe on the 21st of May 2026. Dr. Mbah, being the sole aspirant for that election, pulled a total vote of 27,263 votes.
Officers of the government the election held yesterday to first May 2026. Our dear government proved the local number of 15 and 250.
All protocols duly observed. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Honorable Michael Uche Ogala. I am the returning officer for the gubernatorial primary elections held in Igwe North local government area in Enugu State on 21st of May 2026. His Excellency Dr. Mbah, the sole aspirant of the party APC, scored a total votes of 17,284.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Prince Ugochukwu. Was the returning officer of the APC governorship primary election held on the 21st of May 2026 in ENUGU. The election was contested and approved. His Excellency the Governor, Barrister Mbah, scored the total number of votes 14,873 votes.
My name is Dr. Vitalis Ndo. I am the returning officer for the gubernatorial election of APC held in Ezeaku local government. We have only Peter Mbah as the candidate, and he polled a total vote of 18,091 votes.
Good afternoon. My name is Engineer Jude Chilobaso. I am the returning officer of APC Gubernatorial Primaries held yesterday, 21st May 2026. By His Excellency Barrister Mbah, being the only candidate that contested this election, scored 41,044 votes.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I started existing protocol. My name is Greg Chijioke Anyebudike, the returning officer for the All Progressive Congress primaries for the state governorship election. And in Nigeria, His Excellency Dr. Mbah was the sole candidate for the election, for the sole aspirant for the election. And he pulled a total score of 12,589 votes.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is the APC Gubernatorial Primaries held yesterday, 21st May 2026 in ENUGU East. I am the returning officer and will have just a sole candidate for the election, His Excellency Dr. Barrister Peter Mbah is who returned the winner with a total vote of 34,185.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Honorable Alikana Boyem, the returning officer of APC Governorship Primary Election held 21st of May 2026. His Excellency Dr. Barrister Peter Mbah is the sole aspirant in that very primary election. He scored a total number of votes, 19,114.
My name is Gubernatorial. I was the returning officer from the primary election conducted yesterday in the West South local government area. Your Excellency, out of the 31,150 members of APC, at the end of the exercise, 25,608 members voted Your Excellency for the primary election.
Following the collation of votes, the APC Governorship Primary Elections Committee, headed by Honorable Dam Maliki Hausa, confirmed that 397,370 accredited party members participated in the exercise conducted across the state's 260 wards on Thursday, May the 21st. Declaring the governor the winner of the primary, the committee chairman described the exercise as peaceful, transparent, and highly commendable.
Excellency, the Executive Governor of ENUGU State, the smart governor and the performing governor, Dr. Peter Mbah. Here is the result of your return as the winner of the
We shall stand on your market, on your market, on your market. Everybody say it. On your market, we shall stand. On your market, we shall stand. On your market, on your market.
Addressing the party members at the event, the APC State Chairman, Honorable Sir Martins Chukwuemeke, reaffirmed the party's confidence in Governor Mbah's administration, praising what he described as visible achievements recorded under his leadership.
Today, we have come for the declaration of the results of yesterday's activity. Yesterday's activity was the first activity in the process of the transition in ENUGU State. I've always told you that there's a tradition in ENUGU State. While we welcome all of you who have come here to witness it, it's not supposed to be a long ceremony. We're not expecting any person to win. We're not expecting others to contest. But we know that in ENUGU State we have a tradition. That tradition is what we started yesterday. And what was that? It is the tradition of going second term.
In his acceptance speech, Governor Mbah expressed gratitude to party faithfuls for the overwhelming support and confidence reposed in him, assuring them that his administration will continue to deliver people-oriented governance.
Yesterday, and I mean just yesterday, at my ward, I witnessed the resounding affirmation of my governorship candidate, the governorship candidate of our great party. And I think across the 260 wards, similar scenario took place. So I must especially acknowledge
the visionary leadership of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the chairman of our great party, Professor Yilwa, for the clarity and purpose and the broad-based inclusion that has helped in fostering the cohesion and unity that has prevailed in our party. Today's event stands as a bold tribute to the progressive philosophy that defines our great party. This is the product of sacrifice and commitment, maturity and dialogue, and a testament to the discipline of the members of our party across the state. So for me, this is not just a nomination event. This is a defining moment that will take its place in the history of this state. What we're witnessing here is more than a gathering. It is the coming together of a purpose, a recognition that something is building through this shared energy, a collective force that has been gathering strength is now beginning to define a new future for us. There is warmth and heart in this moment, a sense that we are standing together, committed to something larger than ourselves. There is also a warning. The road ahead is not easy, but it is a road we are ready to walk. This moment is not one that I take for granted. For me, there was never a sense of entitlement. Every member has an equal stake. That's why I come here with a heart filled with gratitude and immense respect for the wisdom of our leaders and stakeholders. I humbly accept this nomination, this responsibility, with full awareness of the expectation that comes with it.
Mbah emphasized that his administration has successfully disproved the long-held belief that campaign promises are rarely fulfilled, stressing that his governance philosophy, "Tomorrow is here," has become a visible reality across the state. Highlighting achievements recorded under his administration, the governor pointed to improvements in security, healthcare, education, agriculture, transportation, industrial revitalization, and infrastructure development. According to him, the state's command and control center and other security initiatives have restored public confidence and improved safety across Enugu State.
Buoyed by the knowledge that this is not an unfamiliar fact for me, to every one of you who has chosen to be part of this journey, this "Tomorrow is Here" journey, where we take full responsibility for our future and place it deliberately into our own hands. To the mothers and fathers, to those who work the land, and to those who keep our towns alive, to the teachers, the students, the professionals, the artisans, to the elders, to the youth, to the party faithful, and to the grassroots members whose commitment has kept this platform steady. What you are sustaining is not just a party, it is a belief system, a movement, and today we renew our commitment to its purpose. Moments like this do not arrive by chance. They are built, often under pressure, when hope is not guaranteed. Let me take you back. Just 4 days shy of this date, 4 years ago, we stood at the beginning of a journey that was far from certain. The ambition was clear: to build a different kind of governance, one that would serve the people with seriousness and intent. But the path ahead was not clear. Many of you were there, and others have joined us along the way. Together, we entered a contest that tested our conviction. It was intense. There was a weight in the air. Expectation, doubt, competing voices, uncertain about what would follow. There were sleepless nights that could break even the most optimistic person. Yet even that moment, we moved forward with resolve. What has brought us from that moment to where we are today has been a consistent set of choices grounded in our values. A refusal to abandon a long-term view, even when short-term pressure is tempting. Indeed, what kept us was our willingness to walk across our differences without losing direction. A discipline around transparency, accountability, and the spirit of service as a basic operating standards. We stepped away from the politics of appearance, the kind that looks impressive from a distance but delivers little up close. We have smashed the notion that promises matter more than performance. Instead, the emphasis has been on real substance, on ensuring that every effort translates into outcome, and that resources are used with care and intent. Every naira spent has been made to give the people of Enugu State a return on their trust of our faith, of their trust in us and in our future. The combination of strategic thinking, shared efforts, and a people-centered approach has redefined governance, not just for the state, but for the region. And we have not been selective. The Tomorrow is Here project must include everyone. We have made a commitment to reach across the full breadth of our communities, including those who for long have stood at the edge of opportunity. A state becomes strong when more people can participate in a meaningful growth. Mahatma Gandhi was right. The true measure of any society can be found on how it treats its most vulnerable members. And we will not rest until a dignified life is within the reach of all. Look around you. What once felt distant, that tomorrow could be different, is no longer abstract. It is taking shape. It is visible in the routines of our daily life, in how we study, how we travel, how we work, how we access services that were once unreliable or out of reach. You can see it in sectors beginning to function with greater coherence.
He also noted that the establishment of smart green schools across wards and the provision of Type 2 primary health center in all 260 wards were transforming access to quality education and health care. The governor further cited ongoing industrial economic projects, including the revitalization of the Songhai Heneke farm in Ezeago, the rebate of United Palm Products Limited, the establishment of the ENUGU hair factory, and the launch of ENUGU Air, which he said will create employment opportunities and position the state as an emerging economic hub. On infrastructure, Mbah disclosed that his administration has constructed over 1,500 kilometers of roads and introduced modern transport terminals and compressed natural gas (CNG) buses aimed at improving transportation and easing movement within the state. He also acknowledged the support of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, noting that the federal government's economic policies has enabled states to access greater resources for developmental projects.
Today, events are scheduled on Mondays without the least apprehension. We have effectively restored citizens' faith in the state's capacity to protect them. Nipping crime in the bud and responding swiftly to security emergencies through our command and control center. Through our ward-based smart green schools, learning has become fit for purpose, offering our children education that guarantees them a place in a fast-changing world. With at least one Type 2 primary healthcare center in each of our 260 wards, we have ensured that location is no longer a hindrance in quality healthcare. Across our rural communities, crop yield is rising as a rev of tractors increasingly replacing breaking and back-breaking tasks like ridging and tilling, once done with hoes and cutlasses. Across our towns and cities, opportunities are emerging as decade-long moribund industries are back to life. Until a few months, the Songhai Heneke farm in Ezeago was a desolate project that was no more than a footnote in our history. The story is different today. The United Farm Products Limited has risen from its moribund past to become a viable venture, offering job opportunities to our youth. The ENUGU Higher Energy Factory, a $20 million investment facility that manufactures digital appliances and electronics, also come to mind. Jobs in aviation that once felt out of reach no longer feel so for our youth. The launch of ENUGU Air. Our sons and daughters will soon be able to fly to major cities of the world from here. Just a few days ago, we launched our direct flight from ENUGU to Kano. And I guess that is just the beginning, because the idea is that you can travel from Enugu to all the major cities in this country. And in August, we will launch our regional flight, starting with all the major cities in the West Coast. We have done over 1,500 kilometers of roads, launched 5 world-class transport terminals and CNG buses to ensure that our people commute in dignity and comfort. These are not isolated interventions. We're not posturing with high-profile projects. These are signs of an entire ecosystem beginning to hold. And beyond the state, there is growing recognition of what is happening here. Enugu is becoming the standard bearer of sustainable governance, innovative development, and quality of life. Is this what we promise you in the Enugu?
Yes, sir.
Is this what we promise you in the Enugu?
Yes.
We thank His Excellency, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, in recognition that subnational governance must be given financial sovereignty, that reform must be sustained, and that regions, once kept at a distance, must now be brought into closer collaboration and empowered to lead. What we are witnessing is the beginning of that relationship evolving in the Southeast, from distance to engagement, from skepticism to participation. This renewed confidence under the renewed hope agenda is a direct consequence of purposeful leadership at the center. With this in mind, think of your children and your children's children. Let our standards, our commitment, our vision surpass their expectations. Because this is what you are worth, and this is what Enugu deserves. Let us move forward together. Why? Because tomorrow is here. And why? Because tomorrow is here. God bless you all. Thank you very much.
Meanwhile, the chairman of the primary election panel, Honorable Dam Maliki Hausa, commended Governor Mbah, party leaders and members for ensuring a peaceful and rancor-free process. He further praised President Tinubu and the national leadership of the APC under Professor Nentawa Yewada for providing what he described as exemplary leadership and ensured credible and peaceful primaries across the country.
We have been here for a few days now on the directives of our party leadership to oversee the conduct of the board's State House of Assembly primary election and the governorship primary election. We were tasked with ensuring that they complied with the provision of the 1999 Constitution as amended, the Electoral Act, and our party constitution and guidelines. I am happy to affirm that both exercises were highly peaceful, free, fair, credible, and in full compliance with the laws and guidelines. Yesterday, being Thursday, May 21st, 2026, the governorship primary election held in all the 260 electoral wards of Enugu State, with a total of 397,000 370 accredited party members participating. Only one aspirant, His Excellency Dr. Peter Mbah, bought and submitted an expression of interest form and a nomination form before the end of the deadline. Consequently, at the end of the exercise, which we also monitored in several wards, he was resoundingly and unanimously affirmed as the ENUGU State APC governorship candidate comes 2027. Before I present the result to him, permit me to state that ENUGU State APC is well-coordinated chapter where internal democracy, consensus, building, discipline, sanity, and peace reign supreme. The whole exercise has been rancor-free and indeed a carnival of sorts. I must give credit to the leadership of the party in the state, His Excellency, the smart governor and performing governor, Dr. Peter Mbah, and the state executive of our party, led by Dr. Martin Chukwueke, as well as the party stakeholders and faithfuls for this. I also thank them for the support and cooperation accorded to our committee, which made our work smooth. Let me also commend our national leader, His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, and the national executive of our great party, led by Professor Ntawe Iwalda, for providing the exemplary leadership and the democratic environment that midwife the peaceful, free, fair, and credible exercise at the subnational.
The successful conduct of the APC governorship primaries in Enugu State has further reinforced the party's message of unity and internal cohesion ahead of the 2027 general election. With Governor Peter Mbah emerging as the party's flag bearer amid widespread support from stakeholders and party faithful, the APC appears set to consolidate on its developmental agenda while preparing for another crucial electoral contest in the state.
When you think of online TV and radio, broadcasting, media consultancy, event coverage, event management and planning, there's no better name than Ogama TV. But that's not all. We're also into photo studio and coverage, equipment rental, news blogging, fashion and pageantry. We are at number 5/21 Chime Avenue, beside Open Sheraton Restaurant, New Haven, Enugu. Follow us on our social media handles: Facebook at Ogama TV, Instagram at Ogama TV1, Twitter at Ogama TV, website www.ogamatv.com. You can also send us email at ogamatv@gmail.com. Ogama TV, your one-stop media solution.